Welcome to day 8 of the Cozy Rosy Vlogmas. I am back after a little brief hiatus. Well, I did some work yesterday and also went out for a lovely Christmas meal. I did get to wear my Christmas top that I made and I'll share that with you later in the video. But for now, I'm getting ready to head out for a dog walk with Emily. It's currently -2 degrees centigrade. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. It's just blooming cold, let's put it that way. And I am not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to seeing the park all frosted. This should certainly keep me a bit cozy. I've got my cozy beanie, ribbed beanie on, and my Karen Chunky Cakes cowl on. I'll pop links here for you for both those patterns so you can go and get wrapped up too. So now that I'm actually out in this weather, it really doesn't feel that bad. I know it is ridiculously cold this morning, but that sunshine really does take the chill off. And it's just, I just love it. It's so beautiful here. You see there's a rose garden behind me, and it's so frosty and beautiful. It just makes it such a lovely morning for a walk. I know all the usuals are out. Emily said hello to all her doggy friends. And it's, but yeah, running out of time. We haven't had a coffee this morning. It's so cold that they've shut the outside serving hatches. Went inside, there's too many dogs inside for Emily to be a good girl. So we're just gonna head home, grab a coffee, and then I'm gonna go meet my mum for some shopping. So yesterday evening was really, really nice. I went out for a lovely Christmas meal at a beef eater, believe it or not, and they do know how to do a Christmas meal well. Of roast potatoes we were given was quite comical. No one finished their meal because the portions were that generous. We had the festive menu and there were some really nice choices. I didn't have a starter. I'm not really a starter person. I prefer to have a pudding. And the main, of course, I went for a Christmas dinner. But those, I don't think anyone is ever going to get over the amount of roast potato that they served with that main meal. It was absolutely comical. Normally, you almost left wanting for more roast potatoes with your meal, but there were, I think, more than half the plate was potatoes. Beautiful, really enjoyed every mouthful, but I certainly couldn't finish it. So if you are heading out for a festive meal and you're looking for somewhere to go, you really can't go wrong with the festive menu at Beefeater. So much so, I think I'm going there again on Monday with another group of friends for another Christmas meal. That's what good value it is. So I think it was 2 courses for $18.95 or 3 courses for $21.95. So I had that skin treatment on Tuesday and everything's healing really well. I'm looking at myself in the camera because I'm that vain. Obviously it's not giving me a facelift, which is always a shame, but I certainly feel like I look a lot more glowy and a bit dewy. I don't have any highlighter on, no special formulations underneath my very cheap foundation. I've gone for a different foundation today because it's more like a tinted moisturiser, because obviously my skin's still healing from the treatment. Didn't wear any makeup yesterday, which was horrific for me. I'm very fair, so I have no eyebrows, no eyelashes. They have no tint to them whatsoever. I'm very much fair-haired. So I don't often go out of the house without any makeup on whatsoever. So I think I'm looking pretty well, actually, considering. Really healed quite well. Have booked in my next 2 sessions because I actually really enjoyed the treatment. It was relaxing, as well as knowing that something was happening to my skin that hopefully is going to boost the collagen production and make me look or feel a little bit more youthful as well. So I'm off out for a shopping trip with my mum and dad. Other things I'm going to be doing today, in case you're interested, I might take you along for the ride with me as I get ready to launch my crochet pattern. It's only a little free on the blog pattern that's coming out tomorrow. It's got a full tutorial for it too. Still have to finish editing that video and maybe take a few more videos of me embroidering on some initials and that kind of thing. I'm really excited for this pattern. It's been it's one of these patterns that's been sat waiting to be released, not necessarily waiting for testing or anything like that, just for me to get done with it and feel like I've got enough stuff to do it. Might take you through a bit more behind the scenes of what I need to do to get a pattern ready and kind of the bare minimum I have to do to really put it out there in front of people, just to give you a bit more of an insight behind what I do with my time. because unfortunately it's not just crocheting. But before then, I do need to go shopping with my mum, which I can't wait for. which obviously is going to involve a coffee and a cake of some kind. I need to get these videos filmed and finish editing the pattern. I still need to finish this top. In my head, it needs to be finished by tomorrow. So I need to spend some time crocheting this afternoon as well. And then of course, tomorrow's Friday, so we're back to work again. But it does mean it's only 3 days until Adam gets home. I'm so excited, I really am. And then next week, we're getting ready to go away. I have checked the weather for here for the next 7 days, and we're staying around 0 to minus temperatures. And where we're going, there is a risk of snow on Wednesday and Thursday. So it might be even more exciting to go to this Christmas fair and see some really Christmassy weather, because we rarely get snow at Christmas here. So it would be lovely to see some snow before Christmas.
First flake of snow is said to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas is on its merry way, and for every single child there's a gift on Santa's sleigh.
So I'm back from my little shopping trip. It was so magical to see the Christmas lights in the Milton Keynes shopping centre. They're just something else. I really, really like them. And even more lovely to be able to spend some time with my mum and dad, although my dad did the normal thing of staying in the coffee shop the whole time my mum and I were shopping. We had a little meander through John Lewis, and then we went on to a couple of shops, and I've bought a few things, no Christmas presents. Worry about those next week, but I did get a couple of things to wear while I'm away. I need your opinions on them because I haven't tried them on yet, so we'll do a little mini trying on session and see how they all look. And then I think we're gonna have to chill for the afternoon, most definitely. So I'm gonna show you what I've bought and you tell me if you think they're a go or a no-go. I've gone for some oversized looks. I'm not the most body confident at the moment, and the extra weight that I'm carrying, I'm not very comfortable with. So I'm trying to find things that don't look too old lady without showing anything at the same time, if that makes sense. So I've bought a few new things that I can wear while I'm away, just to make me feel nice and just feel more confident as I'm walking around wherever I'm going. So I have bought some lovely warm things, some new jumpers and a new pair of tights or leggings, I'm not sure what they actually are, to go with one of these outfits. Hey, baby. So let me show you what I've bought and you can tell me what you think. And I'm gonna go and sit on the sofa with Emily because she's demanding my attention. You're a silly thing, aren't you? Hey? Oh, I love you, baby. So I just got this really, I don't know if you can see, it's like a super long and super warm like jumper dress. God, my hair's terrible. And it's just wonderful. And I've bought a smaller size because I know it's oversized and I don't like to have too much excess material, but I think it looks quite nice. Let's have a look at the next one. This is the next one. As you can see, it's a hoodie. It's got this like sparkly wool all the way through. As you can see, it's from that lovely shop, Apricot. So let's give this one a go. Oh, this one might be a little bit on the big size, but I don't think that's a problem. Again, it's a lovely long length, but we have a problem. I'm quite short, so it might have to be a fold back job on the old sleeves. But the sparkle comes all the way down the sleeves as well. It's so cute. Well, I'm not a hoodie person, but it looks cute. And these are actually real, which is always a bonus. So yeah, I really like this one. Lovely and casual and snuggly, and I love this length. Might be a little bit big, but all the looseness helps. Yes. Oh no, it wasn't. It's like just a plain grey knit. Again, very loose length, very long, loose, but it's more of a bat wing. So let's have a little look at this one. Ooh. There's something wrong with their sleeves. I mean, no one's this tall, surely. Definitely a bit of a wear something under it. I've got like a grey vest underneath, but it's a bit tight around the bottom. Oh. I am not sure about this one. And because I'm so short, the sleeves look like they should be like 3/4 lengths. If I pull them up, this makes my arms look even fatter. Oh no, not liking this at all. That might be going back. Oh well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. It's weird, it's too big on the shoulders but too tight at the bottom. Not really sure about this one. Might be alright with different bottom, if you know what I'm saying, with a different base on it. Also got a couple of jumpers. These are all out of apricot. So this one was £36, not the cheapest, but it is absolutely stunning. I'm really, really pleased with this pink one. The cream like jumper dress was a reasonable £39, but I can't tell if there's a label making noise or if it's going static, which is obviously never a good look. So I might have to give this one a wash before we wear it. But very, very pleased with that for £39. Can look great with... I managed to get hold of a pair of the plush leggings from Primark. They have like a fur lining, which I'm going to need for next week. All of this is going to be hopefully taken with me next week when I go away. It's going to be quite cold with a risk of snow while we're away. So I thought that these might work with this jumper if they pull me in enough, because I've got this massively stretchy waistband. I'm not going to try these on. But I also bought, I don't know what I was thinking, was a pair of leather look leggings. Now I've never owned a pair of these, and I've seen some hilarious like videos of people trying these on. Again, I'm not going to try them on right now, but they're only £8, and I thought the light doesn't come through them, you can see, in the same way that a normal legging does. And with that jumper dress, I thought it would look really quite nice. I bought a large. They're 14 to 16, so fingers crossed they'll be okay. And if they're too long, I can just fold them up, so that's not a problem. £8, I thought, not bad, worth a try. I did pick up one jumper in Primark, which is this lovely oversized kind of tan coloured jumper. A whopping £14, and I bought the large, which is marked a UK 14 to 16. But again, very oversized, and I don't think it's worth me going too oversized. We'll have a little look to see what this one's like. Oh, it's huge, but not in a bad way. The sleeves aren't hideously long. I can get away with those. I'm loving this kind of balloon effect sleeve. Again, it's pretty shapeless where they've done a square with sleeves attached. And it's shorter at the front than at the back. I don't think that's how I'm wearing it. I think that's how it's designed. Yep. And I think it's all right, lounging around the house. Now, this is one of these. I've taken this label off because I'm definitely keeping this. I'm really loving how much of the Primark stuff is currently made with recycled plastic. It's pretty much 100% acrylic, I think, or polyester. I don't know, I can't read the label, but I think these are mainly 100% polyester, and it's recycled plastic. And actually they're surprisingly warm, and I like the extra space as long as you wear another layer underneath it. So I've got a vest top underneath. It's going to keep you warm and cozy. But yeah, quite a successful day shopping. I'm really pleased with everything I've picked up, and I think I've got everything I need for my little mini trip away next weekend to the Christmas fair. Certainly not going to be freezing in all these jumpers, and I'm quite excited to get going now. But I'm just everything's sorted out for Emily. We just had a delivery for Emily, actually. Her heart medication's arrived. She was been diagnosed with a heart murmur. It's quite common in Cavaliers as they get older. It's not kind of by the age of 2. This is just an age-related heart murmur. So just getting a bit older, need to get her heart working a bit better. So working on that with that medication. We'll start that tonight. I've got the rest of the afternoon to get everything edited so that I can then spend the evening crocheting. I am going to go and put the fire on and get snuggled in for the night because it's still freezing. It's, well, not quite actually, it's a balmy 3 degrees now outside, but I think it's definitely time to settle down and get cozy. I'm going to keep this jumper on because it's so warm. But yeah, undecided about the grey one. What do you think I should do? Should I keep it or take it back? So I've been safely ensconced on the sofa for a number of hours now and just finishing up everything I need to do to get my pattern out ready for tomorrow. So I wanted to kind of run through, still got my jumper on, I wanted to kind of run through some of the things that I need to do. And it's probably a lot more than you'd imagine. Now, this pattern's already been through testing, it's been edited, which means that it's been checked for errors, because I'm really bad at spelling, and occasionally I want to check that what I've written makes sense. Might work in my brain, but not in everybody's, so I get it checked to make sure that it does work. It's not 100% accurate, but most certainly it means that a majority of the errors are eliminated. Emily is currently playing. I don't know if you can hear her ball rattling. She's got food inside her bowl, a ball, and as she knocks it around, more food falls out. Keeps her entertained for a while, and she's very food orientated. So the process for delivering a pattern, if that makes sense, is obviously I design it, make a sample, make multiple samples in this case because it was a small pattern, so I could show different types. Then I would need to get the pattern written, sent it out for testing, get that pattern edited so that all the corrections are made. I then write a blog or a post for my website where it depicts, in this case, it's going to have the full pattern on there. But I also need to make sure that Google is going to like that article on my website. So I have to do something called keyword research. And keyword research means that I have to find a search term that people are looking for on the internet so that they might find my pattern. It's quite a big thing, SEO, search engine optimization. Not very good at it, still learning, still lots to learn in that subject as well. And it's ever changing. I believe there was a Google update yesterday. So who sees? So we'll find out how things are ranking in the next few days. In this instance, there's also going to be a video tutorial. So I need to film that, edit it, which means I need to make another sample while I'm filming. And I've also done a couple of videos, like short form videos showing how it's made, how to embroider something onto it, and have that all ready as well for the launch day. I then also need to create a lot of different images. So there needs to be a thumbnail for YouTube, although that's apparently being eliminated now. I also need to make pinnable images. So they're images of a certain size that describe what's in the article on my website. And that's before I do a kind of a or at the same time I'll do a finished photo shoot. So kind of stage some photos to show off my pattern and try and capture it in the best light. What else do I do? Oh yeah, I have to actually write the physical pattern. So I create a printable PDF so that if people purchase the pattern, they can download that, make sure that's got all the links in there, and upload that onto my pattern shop. So I sell on Etsy, Ravelry. I also sell on Lovecrafts, but I'm behind on uploading. Their process is a little bit longer than some of the others. And if it's a free pattern, I'll also add it to some other free pattern sites. And then of course it's actual launch day. So then there's all the social media to be done as well. And again, I fall behind on a lot of this because it's quite involved. So obviously I need to post on as many platforms as possible where I'm visible. And then of course I need to, once the blog post is published and the video is published, then I need to go and pin that to my Pinterest boards. And of course, tomorrow is newsletter day, which I love writing. I love writing my newsletters. So the newsletter will go out tomorrow about lunchtime here. So early Eastern Standard Time. So that all of my newsletter subscribers get notified that there's a new pattern for them to make as well. So in a very short nutshell, that's pretty much everything I do for a pattern launch. And obviously, depending on the size of the pattern, will depend on the length of the testing process. Something that like the gift tag, I'll tell you what it is, gift tag pattern that's coming out tomorrow. I'll pop a photo in here for you as well. The gift tag pattern that's coming out tomorrow is a really short, quick and easy pattern test. It would probably take someone 30 minutes to test it from start to finish. So it hasn't been, you know, a 6-week testing process, but a crocheted garment like a jumper, a sweater, a cardigan, sometimes even blankets, they can take 6 weeks plus, depending on what size is being tested, for someone to recreate that pattern to be tested, which is why I'm trying to get my Crochet Fashion Week designs done and dusted so I can get them tested in time. However, we're in the middle of winter and I'm struggling to find people to test some of my summery patterns. If you are a pattern tester, do feel free to reach out. And if you've ever wanted to know more about pattern testing, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if, after I've described the things that I do to do a pattern launch, if that was more than you imagined, or if you thought, well, you know what, it's your job, get on with it. Or I don't know how you'd feel about all of that information, about all those different steps that go into getting a pattern released out to the public. That's my evening. That's what I'm going to be doing this evening. The video is pretty much edited. I just need to do the last few bits. Need to get this video uploaded as well for the Vlogmas. So the pattern for tomorrow is going to replace Friday's Vlogmas. So I'm going to be back with more chatty chat on Saturday. And I'm hoping, yeah, Saturday morning I should have a little bit of time for some actual Christmas crafting. I do have some serious tidying to do before Adam gets home on Sunday, because I want us to put up our Christmas decorations. So all my housework needs to be done tomorrow and Saturday so that I can just crack on and get this house looking festive. So thank you so much for joining me for today's Vlogmas. I will see you in the next one.